Morning everybody.
Hi everyone.
So day one today, Ballina through to Tenterfield. We're going to go up through Alstonville, and then we're going to track slowly through Lismore and Casino. And remember, the floods in Lismore and Casino were really bad, so we're not going to film that. I think everyone's seen enough film.
Yeah, I think we'll just keep driving through, and once we get through from Casino, we can show you a bit of the landscape and the scenery.
That's a better idea than, you know, we've seen enough coverage of what's going on. It's devastating. We're involved in it all, obviously, with our place in Ballina, so we really don't want to harp on that. We're going to brighten our lives up with our trip starting again and talking to you guys. So,
So a few hours driving today out to Tenterfield, and but not too many.
No, we've put a limit on ourselves how far we're going to travel each day, and so we're off to the showgrounds at Tenterfield, and when we get set up and sorted out there and we do the day, I'll tell you what the showgrounds are like, and we'll give you some tips around Tenterfield. Okay?
I got this weight on my shoulders, slowing me down. I don't know how it came about, and why the world is spinning faster every night. I feel I'm stuck in reverse somehow.
Morning everyone.
Howdy, how you going?
It's day 2 and we're in Tenterfield.
So we're going out to have a good look around Tenterfield today. We're going to show you the highlights of Tenterfield. This is a very historic town and really well worth a look around. So hopefully we can do it justice.
Young, and we didn't want to be exposed, even though it was cold.
We've just been into the Tenterfield Saddler. This is an iconic part of Tenterfield, or iconic story in Tenterfield. It's where our famous Peter Allen, the singer, his grandfather actually worked and owned this many years ago. Had visitors like A.B. Patterson and people like that. Originally sold for £34 back in the day, and it's had various uses as a home, as a business, and inside obviously a lot of history of Tenterfield. Well worth a look. So the Tenterfield Saddler, guys.
So we've just been into the Sir Henry Parkes Memorial School of Arts, and it's a very iconic place to visit in Tenterfield, because in 1889 this is where Henry Parkes delivered his very famous Tenterfield speech that set in motion the Australian Federation. It's a beautiful old building. Come in, you can wander through the museum, and you can go into the cafe and have something to eat, and just browse the beautiful history of Tenterfield.
Hi guys, it's a bit of a memory lane for me. In 1973, Mum and Dad put me on a train out in Walgett, very similar to this. I was off to join the armed services in Sydney, and it took 27 hours on one of these old rattlers to get to Sydney. And the pain in my butt actually happened again when I walked on board this.
So we've just been in to see the Tenterfield Railway Museum, which is another great place to visit once you come to Tenterfield. They've got replicas of old trains, old tools, and just so much history in the museum. So.
Young, and we didn't want to be exposed. Even though it was cold, we were never wearing proper clothes. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, smoking cigarettes behind the school. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, you know. I still think about what we had when we were younger. We were never running out of time. As long as we had each other, oh, everything was black and white. Traveling in a car, never knowing how far we go. When we were younger, when we were younger, I remember.
Morning everyone.
Good morning.
So welcome to day 3 of our trip out to the wild west of New South Wales. We've just left Tenterfield, jumped in the car, and we're just heading out, and it's a beautiful day, absolutely beautiful day.
So we're off to, from Tenterfield, we're going to track down the New England to Glen Innes. Then we're going to turn right and head out to Inverell, across to Warrialda, a place called Pallamallawar, and then into Moree for the night. We'll stay at the showgrounds at Moree tonight.
So in Moree, we're only staying overnight, so we're not going to do the tour like we did in Tenterfield. But we will definitely get to the aquatic centre where there's the artesian baths. So really looking forward just to having a good old soak in those beautiful salt waters. So,
The thing is, when we get off the New England Highway and we head west, you'll see, after we get to Warrialda, you'll see it starts to flatten out as we head west. So the scenery will be... the landscape will be quite indifferent between here and Moree.
So keep watching, and we'll catch up with you when we're along the road.
Hey everyone, we're in Moree at the moment, so staying at the showgrounds, heading off down to the hot brew or the hot artesian bores, have a bit of a soak for the afternoon, so we'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, we've walked down from, we're just walking down from the showground. It's only about a 500 or 600 metre walk. So really looking forward to having a bit of a relax this afternoon. everyone.
Howdy, how you going?
So we're on day 4 today and we've just left Moree.
Yeah, so we're heading down the Newell Highway now. We'll go down from Moree, we'll duck down to Narrabri. The countryside's flattened right out now, and then we'll turn west again and we'll go across to Weewaw, right into the heart of cotton country, and then across to Burren Junction, Cryon, and on to Walgett. So going to be pretty flat. We're nearly back out in what I call home. I spent most of my youth in Walgett, so I'm sort of looking forward to going back and yeah, showing you around that part of the country.
So it's a beautiful day. And we can see we've got no jumpers on. It was pretty cold in Tenterfield, and Moree was a little bit warmer, and we're expecting Walgett and Lightning Ridge to be warmer again.
Only during the day though. We're expecting 3 degrees at night at Walgett, that's predicted, which is pretty normal for this time of year. Hot days and bloody cold nights.
So our drive today is, I'm not sure how many hours are we driving today?
2.5 hours.
So once again, not too long, so but we'll definitely stop along the way. Well, we've just pulled into Burren Junction. There's a campsite here and at the Artesian Baths, and we thought we'd stop, have a cuppa, maybe some lunch, and have a bit of a soak in the baths. So. So I just have to show you where we are tonight. You can see behind me, it's just absolutely beautiful sky. Look at this place. Just have a look where we are. Camped up here, right on the Barwon River, a little place out of Walgett called Muddy Waters. Can't wait to show you more of this in the next couple of days.
I reckon I got...
There you go. think that's sinking there. I'm hoping.
These are a bit louder.
Yeah, I see that.
This one's not going to be loud anymore.
Well, he's lost a lid. Tell you what, that whip. Hey.
Morning all. Well, we've just had a week here in Walgett, out of town at Muddy Waters with Luke and Carolyn Farr on a really small farm stay on the Barwon River. Room for about 8 or 10 caravans out there, and it's absolutely fantastic. If you like that sort of thing and you like it out west, Muddy Waters is definitely a place to go. And Luke can teach you a whole lot about the land and the culture out here. So we're off today. At the moment, we're off to a place called Growan and Glengarry, which is an area that I used to know pretty good, and then a couple of nights in Lightning Ridge, and then we're going to head west out to Cameron's Corner, but that's another story. So what I'm doing here on the top of Walgett, as you come in on the Canamble Road, there's a free camp area. Now this has been set up beautifully. It's got a dump point, toilets, a little park, barbecue and all of that sort of thing, and little area, and it's got caravan bays where you can park overnight. At the moment I'm filling up, they've got, you see here, they've got filtered water here in Walgett, so you can fill your vans. So obviously I fill through a drinking water hose, and I use a BEST filter, which is a silver bacteria eliminating filter. So that's what BST stands for, bacteria eliminating silver treatment filter. I'll fill the tanks up, then we'll go up to dump point, dump the cassette, grab a bit of gas in town, and then we're going to head out to Growan. So we've had a wonderful stay, and we'll definitely be back. As I said, those of you that like a bit of life on the river and a bit of outback life, fishing, and plenty of yabbies. I've had a good fleet of yabbies in the last 3 days, and we'll head out to the open fields now.
How are we? On good.
Got a bit of rain coming on there.
Hey?
Got a bit of rain coming on there. How would we like to pay?
All my mind intimacies, all I need from you to me.
Hey guys, day 12 today of our Wild Wild West tour, and it has been a bit wild and wild out west in the last couple of days. We left Lightning Ridge this morning and we are heading to Burke. So we came back through Walgett, and the road's a bit rough, Bubba.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. It's
Oh.
very wet. A very wet pack up this morning.
Yeah,
But that's just what it is on the road when you're travelling full time. You don't get to pick the weather. You don't always have the perfect conditions to set up and pack up, and you just got to roll with it, I think.
yeah. And we're getting more and more used to that, and that's actually part of the fun. I suppose 12 months ago, or even 18 months ago when we started, that had really pissed me off. I used to get a bit angry, but I don't anymore. It's just part of it. The weather's a bit of a rain depression moving through Outback Australia at the moment, or certainly Outback Queensland, Outback New South Wales. We're going to chase it down to Burke.
Yeah, we sort of had to change our plans. We were thinking we were going to go out to Cameron's Corner, but with the dirt roads, we just can't. So we're sticking to the tar or the sealed roads and heading to Burke today.
Yeah. So more of a Wild West tour rather than Wild West tour. So we just can't get out there at the moment, out to Mildura and all that on those dirt roads. They're all a bit wet at the moment, so we're not going to try that.
That'll be for another trip.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep watching and we'll show you the sights along the way.
See you guys. G'day guys.
Hi.
Well, yesterday we were heading for Burke, as we told you, but we kept going a little bit further than Burke. It was raining, miserable sort of a day. So we came about 40 minutes out of Burke to a free camp. It was pretty good, wasn't it, Bob?
Yeah, even though it was raining, and we checked a couple of stops along the way trying to find the perfect one that was dry and wasn't too muddy. Yeah.
So we actually found a brand new one that was has not long been built by the Burke Shire, and it had restrooms. It's about 45 kilometres out of Burke on the Cobar Road. It was really good.
Yeah, and wasn't too noisy overnight. In fact, the traffic didn't wake us, and if anyone pulled in, we didn't actually hear them. So it was a good overnighter, actually.
The truckies are really good out here. particularly if you get one behind you and you've got UHF, just give them a call. They're very patient, you know, and yeah, and just enjoy the drive. It's very, very different. The scenery is very different. But as I said, as I speak, we're going past a mob of goats right now. You probably wouldn't go a kilometre without seeing 2 or 3 mobs of goats. There's literally thousands of them.
They're really close to the road, yeah.
Yeah, and they're a pain in the arse.
So today we're, as we said, we're on the road. We stopped in at Cobar and grabbed a breakfast at a little coffee shop, which was really nice, and picked up some fresh milk, and we're heading off now, heading down to a little place called
Gulgowie. So it's about 3 hours from Cobar down through Hillston, and we're gonna stop at Gulgowie at the council park there tonight. So we'll give you a run through on that tomorrow. Morning guys, again, the IS.
So you can see we're back on the road, and we've just come through Hay.
Yeah, we stayed at a little place called Gulgowie last night, a little council caravan park. Absolutely amazing amenities. One of those places you park up, you find your spot, power, water, good quality water, and you walk up to the council chambers and pay for it. They give you a code for the amenities, but really, really good.
Yeah, we were able to stay hitched up, just drive in and then drive straight out this morning. So that was
yeah, really good spot to mark on your map for a stop, Gulgowie. And then we headed from there this morning to across the Hay Plain into Hay, where we stopped and had one of Jennifer's breakfast that she loves so much, with 9 kilos of bacon.
Good coffee. But
Great coffee at Hay.
But the bacon and egg roll must have had enough rashers for about 5 people. But anyway, that's what a truckie stop is about.
Yeah.
So we're heading to Mildura now, which is a bit of a long drive, so we don't like to do too long, but today we've got a purpose of getting through to Mildura.
So we'll stop in Ballina and fuel up, and then we'll duck down to Mildura, and we'll have a couple of days in Mildura. This will be our last post today in New South Wales.
And it'll wrap up our Wild Wild West tour.
Yeah.
I got this weight on my shoulders, slowing me down. I don't know how it came about, and why the world is spinning faster every night. I feel I'm stuck in